video tutorials. This is where we take your school's curriculum, incorporate the latest technologies, plus some great ideas of your own, and together we'll develop brilliant projects that you can use in your classroom. My name is Kim DeVoe. I'm happy to have you join me. Now let's get started.
For today's challenge, we're taking a line of the Nova Scotia Math Curriculum 6.1.2. Solve problems involving large numbers using technology. The problem is how to combine math and technology. For our solution to our complicated math problems, we're going to make a video game. And the program that we're going to use to make this video game is called Scratch. Scratch is a program developed by the Lifelong Kindergarten group of the MIT Media Lab, and it's going to make our journey into computer coding much easier. Now before we begin, I'm going to show you a demo of the game that we're going to build. Okay, so here you can see the desktop for my computer. If you want to get in touch with me, you can email me at any time, kim@brilliantlabs.ca, or you can follow me on Twitter @KimDeVoe. What we're going to do first is we're going to have a look at that game we're going to build. I have a little shortcut to that game right here on my desktop. I'm going to double click on the game called MathMultiply. Let's maximize the size. This is actually the Scratch interface. Don't worry about that right now. We're going to talk about that in a little while. And you'll remember that we had to do something to solve complicated math equations, and what I chose to do was build a game that actually teaches us our multiplication tables. We're just going to take a little tour of the game. When the game opens up, you'll see that this is the Scratch interface. If you've never used Scratch, please check out my previous introductory tutorial. You can find that on the Brilliant Labs site. If you have used Scratch before, this will be fairly familiar. To the top, we have the actual stage. This is where the action happens, and this is where the game is going to take place. Down here, we have the list of characters in our game, and you can see each character has lines of code. Of course, the robot is the star of our computer game, and she has the most lines of code. Don't worry about that for now. We will get into that a little bit later. For now, I just want to play the game. Let's maximize the screen, and we're going to press the green flag to start. Game starts, and it says, "Welcome to Math Game. My name is Caper. What is your name?" I'm going to type in Kim, hit enter, and the computer says, "Hello, Kim. Let's get started." What is the product of 9 and 4? So 4 9s are 36. I'm going to type in 36 and hit enter. Correct. You'll notice that once I got an answer correct, the character moved one space to the right. What is the product of 7 and 7? Let's try 49 and hit enter. Correct again. Take one step. What is the product of 8 and 6? Now let's see what happens if I get a wrong answer. So 6 times 8 we know is 48, but let's type in 24. Oh, she tells me to please try again. And she gives me the same question again. What is the product of 8 and 6? This time I'm going to type in the right answer, which is 48, hit enter, and she tells me correct. Now this time I'm going to try to get it wrong as if I could never figure that out. So what's the product of 8 and 5? I'm going to type in 10 and hit enter. She tells me to please try again, gives me a second chance. This time I'm going to type in 12 and hit enter. And you'll see then the game gives me the answer and tells me that the answer is 40, so it doesn't leave me stuck for answers. Then it moves on and says, what is the product of 4 and 4? Now I happen to know this one is 16, so let's try that and hit enter. Correct, take one more step, and you'll see that the final step got me to the rocket ship, and the rocket ship blasted off and gave me the positive reinforcement sign telling me that I win. And now the robot appears in the center of my screen and tells me if I want to play again, I can press the flag. I'm not going to play again, I'm going to close that for now. So you can see very quickly how we've built a game that's lots of fun and yet is reinforcing those math skills. In this game, you're going to learn the basics of computer programming. We're going to learn about creating a character, creating a variable like score. We're going to learn about random number generation. We're going to learn about if statements and loops and all kinds of really great computer programming skills. So stay with me, build this game, and I promise you the skills you learn building this game, you will be able to transfer to build any game or animation. To get started, we're going to open up our web browser. I choose Google Chrome. It's going to take me to the Google homepage, and I'm going to open up the Scratch program by typing in MIT Scratch, and you can see Google anticipates what I'm going to do. Scratch Imagine Program Share opens up on my computer. I'm going to follow the link, and here we are at the Scratch interface. Now, if you've never used Scratch, again, I recommend you do my intro video. If you have used Scratch before and you've created an account, you can continue on. Sign in, and Scratch recognizes me as Kim DeVoe, and you can go under the Create tab to open up the interface. Now in this case, what I want to do is actually use the offline version. You can choose either way. You can either use the online version and save to your own account, or you can use it offline and just save to your computer. I'm going to close the browser at this point, and I'm going to open up my Scratch shortcut that I have located right here on my desktop. Double click that, and I'm going to maximize my window, and you'll see that I'm using the offline editor to create this program.
I invite you to join me, follow along over the next 9 tutorials. We're going to start from scratch. At the very end, I'm going to show you how to customize the game so you can control the times tables used, the speed, the score, and all kinds of other exciting things to make the game your own. Remember, follow along, and at the end of these 10 video tutorials, you'll be making fabulous video games with code.